I gotta figure out how to switch the camera. Oh, there's not a switch. Yeah, well, this won't work. Okay, Beth, go ahead and get started. I'll just have to use this.
If you have a minute, would you get our sticks out?
Yeah.
Okay, we are ready to start. So we want to welcome everybody to Simply Charming this month. Make sure if this is your first time, if you brought a friend for the first time, or if you brought a show and tell, make sure you get a ticket into our drawing, and you can put a ticket in for each show and tell that you brought. So if you brought more than one, put more than one ticket in. Okay, we will start off with just a reminder, we still have a few seats left on the Patchwork Party Bus. The date for that is June 13th. You'll be here at 8 a.m. and you're going to go to 5 different shops. It's like a little mini shop hop. You can go to 5 shops and you'll end up back here that night. It is $125 for your ticket. That includes your food, the bus ride, and lots of prizes and lots of fun. So, is anybody signed up for this yet? Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So where?
Meet here at the shop or in the classroom?
Just here
On the sidewalk in front.
We'll open. Let's see. We leave at 8, so we'll open the store probably about 6:30 a.m. So you can shop here ahead of time if you want to. So and then we'll leave at 8 a.m.
Just make sure you're here before 8. The bus leaves at 8, so you need to be in your seat before that.
I think 7:30 will be good.
Yeah, but you can come as early as 6:30 if you want plenty of time to shop.
Yeah.
And then it'll be about 8 o'clock when you get back.
Yeah.
So it'll be about 8 p.m. when you get back, and the bus will drop you off here at the shop again.
And the shop will stay open until probably about 9:30 if you want to shop afterwards.
Okay, any questions about
Where are the shops or something?
So it's the one in Logan, Stylish Fabric. Allen's in Pocatello. Allen's Quilt and Back in Pocatello. It used to be All Stars, Sages.
Daydreams
and the Miki shop in
Quilt Store.
Ashton.
And then
And
here.
then here. So
Food is provided?
Yep, lunch and a light dinner.
So you can bring snacks if you think
You'll
you're
have
gonna
snacks
want more.
too in your bag, in your little goodie bag. Anybody here go last year? Nobody? Well, we did. Well, lunch is going to be chicken salad sandwiches, and we try, in case you're gluten-free, we separate your bun and your salad and everything, so you can just have a salad if you need to. And then there'll be like some veggies and a drink. And then for your light dinner, we're actually just going to do like a mini charcuterie board in a little container for you. And then you'll have a drink, of course, and we'll have cookies and a cupcake, and we'll have lots of prizes. And I buy something at every store and add it to the grand prize as we go. So you don't know what it is till the very end. And it's a lot of fun. We play games. I usually lose my voice by the end of the day because I'm screaming so loud. So, and I'll also do like a cash grab. So you bring some cash, 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, whatever you want to do. Each seat is numbered, and you'll write your number on your dollar bill or your bill that you put, and then everybody puts their bills in a bag. And then once everybody's done, we draw a bill out, and whoever's number we call wins the whole cash.
So shopping money.
Yeah, so we do that a couple times. Yeah.
Will there be T-shirts for us?
We don't have t-shirts. That's a good idea. I haven't thought about t-shirts.
Maybe we'll do that next year.
Have a bun.
Huh?
But you are supposed to dress up with the theme, which is
Have a
patchwork party.
Yeah, so you're
There'll be a
supposed to dress up,
contest.
whatever, and then we'll have a contest. Yeah, so whoever has the fanciest patchwork, we'll have probably a couple different like prizes, like the most scrappy, or I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet, but we'll have prizes for whatever you're wearing.
So if you have a quilting T-shirt or a quilted jacket,
or a
quilted
bag
skirt, or
that
a
you
bag,
made. Yeah.
anything like that, bring that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will move on. Is there anything else? Just check out the website for all of our classes. We have lots of classes every month. We have Sip and Sew one Friday a month where you just come, bring all of your project, whatever you're working on, and Vanessa provides dirty sodas for everybody. We have
I won't be at the Sip and Sew this month, so I need to find somebody to come and join everybody. Take my
somebody
place.
will be here to get you
Yeah.
your dirty sodas.
What
And
day?
It's next Friday.
Next Friday from 5 till like 10
Mhm.
or whenever you get tired. Yeah, just check out the website. If you go to granny'sfabrichouse.com, right across the top, it says calendar and events. Click on that and you can read a description of all of that month's events will come up. If you like tap the arrow, it will take you to the next month so you can see what's coming up. And we're trying to keep that all current. It's got the class description, the price, and everything. And then you can either register online or you can come into the shop or call in and register that way. So, okay. Who has show and tell? We'll get into the fun part. Let's start at the back and work forward this month. And you can come up here if you want to. This is live, but looks like only right here unless we move the computer.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to be on camera, you can just toss it to me and I'll show it for you.
I have a little one that I made. This is a little keychain first thing.
If they want us to.
Fun, yeah.
Thing doesn't want to open. Anyway, it has a cute little butterfly button
Oh, cute.
and that catches on the elastic.
Cute.
That is so cute.
Open that.
That is.
I love that.
That is cute.
I had fun making that.
Thank you. Hey, who else? We'll test to see. So the camera only comes over to that here. So if you don't want to be on camera, you can stop like where that is and hand it to me and you won't be on live.
I'm still on my pillowcase, so I just shrunk it down. Made a couple of extras.
Oh, that's cute.
Come this way more though.
I just use little scraps that I had.
Of children.
That was
Cute.
That's cute. I should have done that to make my pillow. I was like, it's just kind of
Yeah,
big for my
well,
pillow.
these ones were like 1 inch, and then I think I changed the size a little bit, just to make it a square.
Awesome. Hey, who else back there? Are you good being on camera?
I made a bunch of hot pads. Oh, cute.
You can even set them down here so they can see them in the TV. Cute.
What did you put on the inside?
Pencil bright and warm and natural.
Those are cute. Some little blocks.
Oh, those little blocks. I forgot I did have 4. That's the start of my new quilt.
Oh, pretty.
Awesome.
I started this section thing.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And it is really, it's way above my pay grade.
So you get paid?
It's a class. Hi. It's a class at Allen's, and
It's very cute.
Is the Dresden applique on?
No, it's
Oh, it's just a cheater cloth?
yeah.
Yep, cheater.
Cute.
printed
Oh,
one.
wow. And then here's my last ones.
Oh, awesome. I
And
love that.
I brought this because I want to see about quilting.
Okay, let me show it for here so everybody online can see it. This is stripes from last month. Hey, who's
No,
next?
now it's
Beautiful.
I have the little ghost that was a quilt book. It's also from my sister.
I need to pull those down a little bit. You can't see them unless you.
We're doing live on this computer and the TV on this one.
Before I got this, I bought the the mini one. And so that one's going to my sister and this one's keeping the mini for myself.
Yeah, you see the face in there.
That is so cute.
There's pumpkin spice, I think.
Yeah.
Can I show them anyone over here too?
Was that a shot pack or just squares?
The what?
Squares.
Charm pack.
Is it just one?
No, I had two on that one.
Oh, that's cute.
That is so cute. I like that you did the mini.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, who else has the show and tell? Okay, is everybody from the back table shown? Okay, let's do the next one. Anybody there? Okay, let's do this long middle one.
Oh, you go first. Yeah, this is really ridiculous. I was running so late, I couldn't decide which one to bring. So I just-
That was fine. Then you get more tickets.
Yeah, so I have been trying really hard to figure out how to free motion quilt. And Catherine always is doing something humanitarian, so these are baby doll blankets. And so, anyway, I am failing at free motion quilting, but I'm practicing. And I figured dolls won't care. Dolls won't care. And then I got this one partially done, and I thought I need to go do something that I can be successful at. So I changed venues, but anyway. So these are just some of the, what do they call it, the half pack?
Oh, yeah, the sassy
The
sunflower
Sassy
half pack.
Sunflower pack. This is my favorite, this one is mine.
Cute.
So I love that one. I decided to do lap quilts for each of my grandchildren for this year's Christmas. I'm not sure what I was smoking.
Maybe you're drinking instead of smoking.
If only, if only.
Right.
So this is for one of my 10-year-old twins.
Let's check the box.
That's a new pattern.
Check.
It's
check
another
the box.
sassy sunflower half pack. Yeah.
Mhm. And they're on sale for $26.99. And you get 10% off. I'll give you 10% off. Normally I don't, but I will. If you want any.
And then this is for the other twin. They kind of coordinate a little bit.
What is Tumble Block?
I think so.
The dinosaurs.
And this one is for my sister because she loved it. And this one, is this one Jumbo Block?
Tumble Block as well. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you find a great pattern.
Right.
Something in the free motion almost, right?
I'm trying. I want to.
You can
That's
do
my
it.
goal.
You can do it.
But man, it is brutal. And then at Thanksgiving time, the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I brought one of my granddaughters, and this is what she picked out to do.
That one's Picnic Basket.
Yes, and then I cut it wrong, and then we had to resize, and anyway.
So how many grandkids do you have?
I have 11.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's.
Brown jokes.
I don't think there's 7, and
It
I'm a bad granny. No, there's a lot more.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think she's gonna win something. Just guess.
And now mine have got all the baby doll, the doll blankets I made this week.
Okay, who else? This table. Okay.
Yeah.
These I did do Halloween.
Oh, cute.
3.5 inches.
These scraps you had?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. I love it when you guys change the sizes and stuff on it.
Added an extra
creative.
row.
So this is stripes from last month.
And I love vintage fabric. And I was gifted a box of 1930s fabric. So this is all for the 1930s. So just, I love scraps and okay.
Did you put your name in twice?
That bag is
So
super
cute.
cute.
It has the lace on it. That's pretty.
So cute.
Gotta be careful, it has pin in it still.
Oh, this is pretty. Look, kind of a knotted
Yeah, I thought the blue, the fish kind of made it look really nice. That was kind of boring, it's not as cute as Carolyn's.
This one is also stripes from last month.
So I like the fish.
I think that's cute. It's so fun to see how they all turn out so different.
Yes.
Okay, anybody else on that row? Okay, let's start with the front row.
Did everybody get sticks? Sticks? Did everybody get your sticks?
For our game later.
Yeah, are we missing any? Like, you didn't get one?
Do you have
I
a
don't have it
picture?
with me, but I have a
Can you
picture
grab her phone for
of
us?
one that I just finished getting, I finished getting it quilted
Okay, I'll
and
show you guys in just a minute.
an X and plus.
We pass this all the way to the back, please.
See if we
If
can.
you want to raise your hand who didn't get a stick, they're passing it back
Trying
to
to do
you.
it backwards here.
There you go.
Isn't that cute?
It's just scraps.
That's really cute.
Beautiful.
And I'm just gonna show and tell this, because it was
Awesome.
really perfect.
Cute.
It's my little.
Oh, stretch.
From our hoop and hide.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
yes.
a little pouch that was done in one of our embroidery classes. It was all done in the embroidery hoop.
Oh, that is cute.
Very cute. It has a little zipper and everything. I won't open it all the way up, but it does have a zipper.
I have pictures of things I made last month.
You know, that we'll take pictures because sometimes they do get given away. Okay.
Mary, she did this though.
Oh,
This stuff, and she was like,
do you want me to bring it up? It's like a little credit card pouch.
The little wallet's made out of one piece of fabric. It's
Oh,
just the
fun.
way you fold it.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
I have made
awesome.
hundreds as well. Probably not hundreds yet, but.
You guys,
Close enough, huh?
and then show it to them. What's this one?
They're placemats,
Placemats.
sort of crazy quilting.
yeah, they're really cute.
There were way.
Kind of hard to see. They're little chickens.
Yeah, they're really
Super
cute.
cute. Sure, if I can reach across there.
She's bringing it, it's being
Carolyn?
She's got your phone. They're looking at
I
you.
want to come first because Carolyn is prettier than mine.
You're the ugly one, and then she'll go side after.
Carolyn's cute too.
Yeah, remember, we accept a bag of pieces that you've cut and didn't get sewn together. If that's a show and tell, blocks, your quilt doesn't have to be finished.
She does all this tiny stuff. I found this piece of material in my
Oh,
stash.
that's fun.
And so I thought, hey, I'll do it. And I didn't like it without the border, so I couldn't see.
Cute.
Bring it over here, show it on the camera. But this one is also stripes from last month.
Thank you,
It's busy.
It is busy, but it's cute. It's fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want that one.
Oh, that is cute.
This one is also stripes from last month.
I love the Caroline, did you just find this?
Yeah, it's just a piece of fabric, and I just cut, it had a repeat, and I just cut it out.
Even the little row of animals.
But yeah, the animals love fabric too.
It's like one of those border print fabrics.
Yeah.
Cute. That's a cute idea.
It's really cute.
Very good,
What's on the
Carolyn.
back?
Thank you. Anyone else? Oh, Vanessa has something to show us.
I have one more border to go, but here we go.
Oh my. Let me give that away for next month.
Yeah,
It's all Idaho.
I'm hoping to have it done tomorrow so I can give it away on Saturday.
And is it for me?
It's for Isaac up at the Spencer Opal Mine.
Didn't you do one last year too? To give away?
Not for them. It was for an auction that I did for a geology camp in Washington.
So where'd you get the Idaho? Where did you find that?
JK Quilts
In Meridian.
in Meridian. They have a made just for their store, and so they had a bunch of different prints of the same colors of the same print. And so I picked this one because the Spencer Opal Mine is the only opal in the world that produces a precious pink opal.
Oh.
So, and when you go up to their big mine digs, all the guys out there wear pink cowboy hats. So that's why I chose the colors that I did.
Yeah.
And this reminded me like of the flash of an opal. So, anyways.
Very good.
Okay, any other show and tell? All right, we will get started this month. We are doing this quilt. It's called Twins. And it's another one that's pretty easy. You need 36 of your squares from your charm pack. And you will just take your squares and cut them in half. So that is all the cutting you do on those. There's no waste on your charm squares. Then you will cut, let's see, you need one charm pack, you need 1 1/4 yards of whatever you're going to use for your sashing and between here and on your strips. Then you need 1/2 yard for your binding and 3 yards for your backing. So you'll take your background fabric or your sashing fabric and cut that. You'll cut it into strips for this part. For these little pieces, they have to cut a wide strip like this. And then you cross cut it into these little ones. And that way you don't end up with as much distortion. So if you were cutting little strips this size and trying to cut them this direction, it would be really hard to keep everything together. So you just cut your strip and do it that way. Once you get everything cut, so that's the cutting. It's not a lot. I'm gonna tip this just a little, see if I can still keep my face in it, but have the cutting board in it a little bit so that everybody online can see what we're doing down here too. Okay, then I'm headless though.
That's okay. I think I can just look at your chest.
That works. Okay, so then you will take one of these little pieces and one of these, and this is where you can decide if you want to have fraternal twins or identical twins. On my step outs, I decided to do identical. So you would sew that on like that, and it would look like this. For the pressing, the pattern says to press open. You can press open if you want to. You can press to one side. You don't have any seams that nest in this, so you don't have to worry about pressing. I started trying to press both towards this little, both in towards the sashing, and there wasn't enough room. So I just pressed all of mine to one side on these blocks. So once you get it to this point, then you add your other one. Like I said, you can either have it be identical or you can have it be fraternal, whichever you want. And you just mix them up however you like to mix up your pieces. You'll end up with, your blocks will look like this. And you'll have 36 of these blocks. So they're super easy to put together. Once you get your blocks made, you can see you just start out, this one goes up like that, and the next one just goes sideways. We see that, I'll move it down the row. So you see it. The next row is just the opposite. So it goes to the side, and then this one goes up and down. To just kind of give some movement throughout the quilt. Once you get your layout, so once you get all these blocks, I would lay it out. Make sure you've got your colors spread out how you like it. Then you'll take, see if I can find my pieces here. You'll take one of these and just sew it between these pieces, like this. So you'll make a row that goes all the way across that is just a block and then a sashing strip and then a block. Just make sure, I went through after I got mine laid out, made sure I had this line going the right direction on each row. It is 6 by 6, I think. Yeah, so it's 6 by 6. And this quilt finishes at 41.5, so it's a little bigger than some of them. If you get another charm pack, you can make it bigger. Okay, on this one, you guys know I have I don't like to do just this straight line. It's actually sideways, but that'll work. So these go between the rows, and it's just a solid strip. I decided to be brave this month and do it as the solid strip because I've told you my first quilt I ever made was supposed to have a solid strip like this, and my blocks did not line up going this direction at all. Like this one would be up, and then the next one might be down too low, and it just looked horrible. And so I usually will do cornerstones. Even if I want it to be the same background, I'll still cut this and put a cornerstone and do the seam. That way I have the seam there to nest, and I can make sure everything's aligned correctly. But I decided to try it this way. I still prefer the cornerstone method, but I will show you some tips that I've learned. So here's one of your rows. So you'll have your row, and I just put 4 on this one. You would have 6 going across. And then you measure it, cut your sashing strip the same length as your strip, so that they're the same. Then measure how big your finished size block is. And this one finishes at 4.5 inches. Your sashing strip finishes at 2 inches. So you'll take your strip, and on the back, take whatever marking tool you like. One of my favorite is this Soline. It's like a ceramic lead, and we have them in the shop. They're packaged like this. We also have a tricolor one that has 3 different colors, so you only need 1 pen. I like them because they're refillable. They make a really fine line, and it will like come off as you handle it. But it seems like it's about the right amount. It doesn't come off before you're ready for it to, like chalk sometimes does, but it's also not permanent. So depending on your color of your fabric, this one does not come off when you iron it. If it's still on there and you don't like it, it has an eraser. You can also use just a pink school eraser and just erase it wherever it didn't come off. It makes such a fine line. I have found if you stitch right on the line, usually you don't even see it. I use this when I mark quilts because if I can see it, I can just erase it. But most of the time you can't even see the line by the time I'm done quilting it. We also have the friction pens that erase with heat, so you can iron it and your marks will disappear. Black's not going to work very well on this, so I'm going to use the Soline one. So the first thing you do is the ends of this row don't have a seam in them. So this end block is bigger. So you need to take that into account. So you'll mark your 1/4 inch for your seam and just draw a line on there. See if I can get it dark enough that you guys can see it. So you'll draw your 1/4 inch line. Then you have a block. Those finished at 4.5 inches. So you'll come over 4.5 inches from that line. And I found you can just put a little mark on the seam line. I found for me, it was easier to line it up if I had the whole line across like it was a seam. And then the next one was 2 inches. So the next line we'll draw will be at the 2 inch mark. And I just use my ruler and just mark it all the way across like that. So you'll have your spot for your block and your sashing, and then you'd have another piece for your block. You'll go over here 4.5 inches again. And then when you're ready to start lining it up, yes.
Why are you putting a 1/4 inch seam on the end when there isn't?
Because I haven't taken my seam off this end. So to get this line to match up,
For it to be 4.5.
it just is a line for me to start measuring.
Instead
from.
of measuring 4 3/4, she measured 4.5 from the
Yeah.
line.
So you could do it either way. If you don't want
I
to draw
gotcha.
this line, just remember you haven't taken your seam on this end yet. So if you measure your 4.5 from the edge of this, your lines are all going to be off, which is really handy. If you're using a friction pen, go iron your fabric and start over. And with this, with the Soline one, if you realize your lines are off, just use your eraser and you can fix it. But then once you get your lines all drawn, you can just line up your lines as you go across. That way, put a pin in. I had pins up here, but I think I put them away. But you'll just put a pin in at each seam so that you know that it's all lined up. That way, if you need to ease a little bit, if your seam allowance was off a little on one of your blocks, you can kind of ease it just a little. If there's a lot, then you need to take it apart and figure out why your blocks aren't the right size. You can also trim up your block when you get it to this point. Trim it up and make it sure that it's a 5-inch block. I would measure a few of them, make sure that it still is. This way isn't going to change because you didn't do any seams. But this direction, you could be a little big or a little small depending on your seam allowance. So it's a good idea to measure it up. You can trim it if you need to. I usually measure after I've sewn a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3. Measure, make sure they're all coming out the right size. That way you don't have to unpick all 36 of them. If you find out that your seam allowance was off, you only have to take out a couple of them. So any other questions? So back to this, you would just pin at each seam and then just stitch it on. Okay. For some reason, my brain, I still like the cornerstone method better, but this isn't as scary as it used to be. So I would maybe do one like this. Just be careful as you're measuring. I would do like a couple of the lines and make sure you're marking it correctly before you mark all of your strips. because you do have just a little bit of variance because of the width of your line that you're drawing. If you have, this one's a pretty fine line, so I'm not getting a lot of that. But if you had, I did get a little bit on my edge here. This isn't quite lined up where it should be. So you can see I have just a little bit of a bubble there. So just double check and make sure as you're using your ruler and drawing a line next to it, it tends to get just a little bit big. So maybe do a scant, you know, like keep it scant as you're marking. So I marked probably a little bit generous 1/4 inch, and I should have marked a scant 1/4 inch to make everything line up as I was getting started. So does that make sense?
Is that why you have the bubble?
Yeah, that's why I have the bubble, because I know my seams are just a hair big. Usually I don't account for the thread. So my seams are just a little big. So I typically, when I'm lining my fabric up, I line it up so I can see the fabric just barely sticking out from under this line. When you're drying, I would make it be to the inside, not the outside. Does that make sense? So you would want your, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but rather than having it stick over just a little, I don't stick it over that much, but rather than having it on that side of the line, you're going to want it on the other side of the line, just so that then you have room for your line to be drawn and it doesn't keep getting a little bigger. Okay, any questions? How many of you like to do it this method where you just have the one long strip?
I've never done it, but I like the idea of doing that. I like that.
You like doing it that way? Vanessa likes doing it that way. How many of you would rather do cornerstones? And how many of you just would prefer not to do a sashing strip and doing your And you know, this is the method that I found that worked best for me. But if you have a different method, or if you watch a video, yeah, you can try just slapping it on. The problem I have when I just try to slap it on is these don't come out, my rows don't come out very even. Another tip was start in the middle. So I marked my center on both of these. And when I start pinning it, just like you do with a border, I put a pin in the center, I put a pin in each end, and then I worked these lines in as I went. And that helped kind of ease everything in if it needed to come in, or stretch just slightly if it needs to be a little bigger. Any questions? For those of you who like to do this method, do you have any tips?
I do mine a little bit different. I mean, kind of similar to you, but I don't mark mine. I'm going to flip this because it's sideways.
That's
I do mine as I go along. So like, I just will take a ruler.
Hi, Erin.
I'll take a ruler and I'll line up mine here, and then I mark it down here, and then I'll mark each line similar, but I just do it as I sew it instead of ahead of time like this. And then that way I know. So if I'm marking right here, then I know that I have to line up my block with that line.
Do you mark it on the back? Or the front?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think it is on the back. Yeah, I don't remember, but that's how I do it. I just use a ruler and line it up and then just mark it as I go so I know where to put them.
I watched a few videos just because I haven't done this for a long time. I wanted to see lots of different techniques. Another hint that was out there is as you're doing your rows, if you have pressed it correctly, or pressed it so that your seams are going opposite on here, then you can kind of feel
Nest the bottom.
You can nest this bottom, nest those rows, and then you can feel if it's lined up. And I kind of did that along with marking it to make sure it still felt like it was still lined up. So there's lots of ways. If you want to give it a try, you shouldn't have moved it. It's still crooked. If you want to give it a try, maybe watch some videos, see what you can find, and see if you find another technique that just clicks with you.
Tell us next month.
Yeah, there's not one right way to do pretty much anything in quilting, and you just have to find the technique that works for you. And I try to show a lot of different ways of doing things, the ways I show you might not necessarily be the way I typically do it, but it might be the way that you like doing it. So that's why I try, I might show you how to do a triangle one way and then next month show you another way. It's just so you can find the way that works for you. Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, then we will say goodbye to our friends that are watching online. And do we have a code this time?
Charm 05.
So our code this time is charm05. If you type that in when you check out online, you'll get your charm pack for $10. Except for the tildes, they're $15. The tilde charm packs are $15. And then you get 10% off anything else that you order. Same deal that you guys get for coming in person.
Or if you call or come in and say that you watched us online and give us the code, then we'll give you
Charm05.
Yep.
We'll see you next month. Okay, and for those of you who are here, we're going to do our game. Did everybody get a stick for the game? If you don't have a stick, you're not going to win a prize. And we have a couple